Okay. So basically, I am Angana Chaudhary, and I originally come from West Bengal. Done my schooling over there, and later on, I went on to pursue BTech Biotechnology in SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai. I would say it's one of the best campuses. Like I have seen, it has numerous campuses, but I was mostly in the main campus of it. So we had a very vast curriculum where we could like we had immunology, biochemistry, bioprocess engineering, bioprocess technology, and many other parts of it. But among them, I think since I said I was interested in the genetic engineering part, cancer immunology part of it as well. So in my curriculums we had special internship opportunities as well. I applied and I went for the internships, and in the internships I think yes, I mainly attended the cancer therapeutic part of it, and another one where there was this polymerase chain reactions and everything. So, and at the same time I had started working under a guide in my college as well, where I was exploring the bioprocess part of it, and we had several projects among this. In our curriculum we had minor project and major project. In the minor project I started off with the biodiesel synthesis. Basically, we tried to get biodiesel from the waste chicken tallow or the goat tallow actually.
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
it's one of the innovative ideas we could get. So, and along with those, we were also working on the biosurfactants, since bioprocess engineering involves production of different products and everything. So one among them was this biosurfactants. Later on, like after that, among this bioprocess engineering, we also got interested into the biopolymer engineering part of it. So nowadays it's like one of the hot topics of this world. I would say this, the biopolymers and the bioenergy part of it. So this biopolymer part also we had in one of the projects, and by the time in the whole curriculum I started writing 3 papers and had one book chapter as well. Now after that, by the time we came to the final year, we had to start preparing for the gate examination. And since the gate syllabus is mostly focused on the bioprocess part, in the especially in the biotechnology part, in the biotechnology department, so it was kind of an upper hand for me where I could emphasize more on the bioprocess part. So I cracked the gate and started applying for the different colleges, got a few calls, and like I would just highlight only more important one of them. One was this IIT Guwahati one. I applied for the Center of Energy because since I had two basic interests, one was the biopolymers and another was the bioenergy. Now among
Okay.
the bioenergy, since the Center for Energy is an interdisciplinary course, and
Hmm.
like it's an interdisciplinary center where we have mechanical professors, electrical, biotech, and chemical engineering. I applied over here because I was more interested in the biodiesel part of it.
ओके, आपका जो गेट क्वालिफाई हुआ था 20 में हुआ था, और स्कोर
Yes,
कितना था
I am
उस
a
टाइम पर?
2020 pass out.
ओके, स्कोर कितना था गेट में?
Our biotech passing score was also not so high, and my score was also not very high. It was only 354, and
ओके.
and there are yes, this is I would like to say that many people think that higher score is always necessary, but
हम्म.
yes, higher institutes, higher IITs like IIT Bombay, IISc Kanpur will always want a higher score. But if you actually search properly, you'll find IITs where they only the gates passing the gate score is important, and later on what's more important is the interview. And
ओके.
it's not like that any person with low gate score can get into it, but what's important for us is like the interview, how you are dealing with the interview is more important. So people should not give up hope even if their score is very low.
आपकी ब्रांच से, जो आपकी ब्रांच है, उस ब्रांच से कौन-कौन सी डिफरेंट ब्रांचेस में आप अप्लाई कर सकते हो, इसके अलावा?
Biotech. Yeah, biotech actually, in some places there is this sustainable technology center as well, in the energy department as well, in the polymer engineering as well. Like in this, some institutes, I think some institutes they have the polymer engineering. In IIT Kharagpur, you have agriculture as well. In those areas, you can apply.
ओके, ओके. कितना एवरेज स्कोर रहता है कि आप अप्लाई कर सकते हो? जैसे आपका 356 था ना?
हाँ.
हाँ, तो
So
356 से किसी एक रेंज में कि आप इस आईआईटी में इस स्कोर पे अप्लाई कर सकते हो, और
mostly for
आपको इंटरव्यू
IIT
कॉल आ सकता
Madras,
है.
I think for IIT Madras, how much I remember, it wanted a little above 400. They wanted to start off, and because some most IITs in 2020 they did not conduct an interview because of the pandemic. So they were actually they actually put the score higher up so that they can actually shortlist people from directly from there. There were only few IITs who conducted interviews. Like IIT Kanpur, I know IIT Kanpur did not conduct any interview for the MS people.
Yeah.
Like MTech people, they did not conduct interview at all, I know. But even for the MS, IIT Madras conducted interview, but not IIT Kanpur.
ओके।
So,
इसके अलावा अब अपन इंटरव्यू पे आते हैं। तो आपने इंटरव्यू किस किस जगह पे दिया था अप्लाई करने के बाद?
IITs, actually I got into some of the NITs also in CCMT. There we did not have the interview facility, but in IITs I got into IIT Guwahati, and then I got the call. Most important of it was in the CSIR NCL Pune. This NCL is one of the greatest laboratories in India, and I applied for the MTech Biopolymer Engineering over there. So and there also we had we were shortlisted, and then we had an interview over there.
ओके ओके ओके। आईआईटी गुवाहाटी में मेनली फोकस काय पे था आपके इंटरव्यू का?
I applied for Center for Energy specifically because I was more interested in the bioenergy part of it. So and since I would say that I had already done projects on biodiesel part, so I was interested and I knew that maybe applying for this will be beneficial for me as well.
ओके 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 ओके। तो इंटरव्यू के मेन क्वेश्चन काय पे थे आपके? मैं ये पूछना चाह रहा हूँ कि मेन फोकस काय पे था? क्या आपके प्रोजेक्ट पे था या आपके कोर सब्जेक्ट पे था? क्योंकि मैक्सिमम बच्चे जो अप्लाई करते हैं, अब भी जो अप्लाई कर रहे हैं 20 एंड 21 में, उनका क्या हो रहा है कि यूजी के प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं ड्यू टू दिस कंडीशन। तो इस कारण से बहुत सारे बच्चे कंफ्यूजन में है कि क्या सर हम प्रोजेक्ट पे ज़्यादा ध्यान दें या कोर सब्जेक्ट पे ध्यान दें, या फिर अगर उन्होंने प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में बताया तो कितना कम करा है उन्होंने प्रोजेक्ट का अगर प्रिपरेशन कम है तो वो कैसे डील करेंगे अगर उनसे प्रोजेक्ट के क्वेश्चन पूछे गए? तो कुछ इसके बारे में बता सकते हैं?
See, for me, actually, I focused mostly on the project. Like, I introduced myself beginning with the project itself, but I don't think it's necessary for everyone because, obviously, even the faculties will understand that because of this pandemic, people will not, even they couldn't even start off with the project properly, I guess. They had to do computational work or some other thing. But I would say it's more about how much in depth you know about your subject. Like if you might be asked to introduce yourself in the interview, I would like to say that you might actually introduce yourself and then just without saying marks or scores or anything, just begin with my interested areas are these portions, and those subjects which you are saying, you should know the in-depth and the not, I wouldn't say in-depth, you should know the basic knowledge, basic part of it, because I have always seen this thing that faculties ask about the very basic thing. They do not ask about very hi-fi things. Like if you are working on some maybe in a genetic engineering portion, then they will simply ask, tell me the steps of polymerase chain reaction, PCR, like that kind of a thing. The very basic techniques or the things which you are learning from the beginning of your graduation or maybe 11, 12, those are more important actually. So it's not something to be losing hope actually. But yeah, one more thing, that even if you have not done a project, I think it would be good if before the interview you have kind of a research proposal in your mind, like hypothesize something, like maybe you're thinking in this way, like your ideas can be channeled into that path of it, like that. It's good, it will be good if you like hypothesize something out of it.
ओके। इसके अलावा कुछ बच्चे पूछते हैं कि क्या पहले से फैकल्टी का प्रोफाइल चेक करके आना इंटरव्यू के टाइम पे हेल्पफुल रहेगा?
Yes, it is definitely it is definitely important and beneficial, because every department has different faculties from different backgrounds, and you might have your own research interest area. So it's not like you're supposed to say in the interview that you want to work under this person, but if you have an overview of which faculty is working under which field, then you might be able to channel your interview in that way. Like you might begin off by saying that this portions are interested, you are interested in this portions and all, and those like how like for specifically as for like some like the faculties from your centers are only going to take your interviews, right? So they will also come to know that this person is interested in this area and they'll take in accordingly.
ओके ओके, अभी मेन वर्क जो हो रहा है सेंटर फॉर एनर्जी इन गुवाहाटी में, वो किस एरिया पे हो रहा है आपकी ब्रांचेस से रिलेटेड?
Center of Energy, as I said, it's an interdisciplinary center. So right now in mechanical, there are professors from mechanical, electrical, biotech, and chemical as well. But if I have to include in like in my branch or in my area, so basically right now bioethanol, biodiesel work is going on. Along with that, fuel cell technology is one of the upcoming technologies which is going on, and it's being researched. And we have pretty good guides and professors over here. So like yes, if you are actually interested in the bioprocessing part of it, the bioenergy part of it, then you should definitely apply and go for the interview.
ओके ओके ओके, तो अभी जो फ्रेश स्टूडेंट इस सेशन में अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, तो आप मेन पॉइंट क्या सजेस्ट करोगे कि ताकि उनका इंटरव्यू क्लियर हो सके आसानी से, या उन्हें हेल्प मिल सके इंटरव्यू के टाइम पे?
There is no magic trick for clearing an interview, but I would say that since for these people who are upcoming, like they have been affected by the pandemic even more than us, I guess, and they have not been able to complete or even start off with the project properly. So I would say that have your basic concepts clear, you know, and even that is what, and if even if it's a small project, if you have ever done na, mention that.
Okay.
If you have papers, research papers, I don't think it's necessary to mention research papers, but I think what you should portray through the interview is that you have a clear knowledge in this area of interest. That's the most important part of it.
ओके ओके ओके, थैंक यू अंगना, आपने टाइम दिया हमें, और आई होप कि ये जो इंटरव्यू है वो आपकी ब्रांच और आपकी ब्रांच से रिलेटेड कुछ केमिकल एंड अदर ब्रांचेस बायोकेमिकल के स्टूडेंट को भी बहुत हेल्प।
Yeah, actually there are many people who come and ask me that you have a biotech background, then what are you doing in the energy field? There are actually people who don't know about the fact that energy now doesn't only include solar energy and you know, wind energy. It also includes bioenergy. It's like one of the upcoming innovative and creative ideas, I would say, in the 21st century. So yes, this, like I would say, if this video can reach out to people to make people understand that yes, the bioenergy is one of the progressive fields nowadays in this world, then I think this is going to be a very important video.
Yeah. Thank you अंगना, आपने टाइम दिया इसका।
Thank you, Shubham, for inviting me for this talk. I am thankful and grateful that if this video actually reaches out to more people and if I could help some people out of it, because I know that when I would actually say that in my entire life, I have not got any guidance from anyone actually. Whatever I had done is completely on my research and everything. And I hope that like whatever you are doing, some people in my past have had done this so that I could have got help from that. So I'm happy to help people, like if they can like actually come to understand from this video certain things and clarify their doubts.
ओके, मेरे टाइम पे भी बस यही प्रॉब्लम था कि मेरी ब्रांच एक स्पेसिफिक थी और मेरे को पता ही नहीं था कहाँ पे अप्लाई करना है, क्या अप्लाई करना है, कैसे और क्या
टॉपिक्स हैं। Actually for this, you know, I think interacting with people is very important. I didn't have any idea about MSR. I just knew that MTech happens. There was this conference I attended in IIT Madras. So there I met a PhD scholar from IIT Mandi. He like I would like to convey my special, you know, thanks to that person, because he was the one who encouraged and told me that you should be applying for MSPA. I just like randomly we interacted over there. He said that your project work is very good and stuff. Like we had poster presentation and everything. So you know, interacting with, like when you attend conference, I know this online thing is very bad because you know you are not being able to interact with most people. When it's an offline thing, you are going to interact with more people and the more information you get from people. Like that's how like I came to know about the MS portions, MS parts of this IITs. Otherwise I don't know, like I wouldn't have applied for it because I didn't have any